G'day, Argy Bargy crew. Hope you're having a fantastic day and your family's happy and healthy. Okay, I got a couple of emails asking if I could do a playthrough of Alaskan Road Truckers. And what we're going to do is we're going to do it just like you would do in the game. We're going to start a job. We'll go through the setup. So what we'll do is we'll hop out and start looking for a job and do a pre-trip inspection, the whole lot, so you can see how it works. All right, so hopping out of the vehicle. And we'll hop inside the HQ office. Now, what we'll do, I need to rest, as you can see. Yep, just as I say it. I'm tired, so I'll go in here and we'll rest. We'll rest for 8 hours. Give us full energy. Hopefully it won't be too dark when I wake up. But it's still daylight outside. What time is it? We'll go and grab something to eat. So in the kitchen, go to the fridge. What do we got? Let's take an uncooked meal and cook it so you can see how that works. All right, so here is the oven. Ah, that's weird. Why didn't that work? Well, like I say, all the bugs. Let's see if we can get it to cook this time. Yes, okay. So you hold the cook. And it shows you the cooking time. We wait for it to cook. Once it's cooked, we can eat the food and it should replenish my hunger. All right, then we click ready. Hit the inventory. There's the crab legs. Hold to eat. Didn't eat them all. That's okay. All right, so yes, that replenished my health or my hunger. So we're, as far as we are concerned, as the trucker, we're ready to rock and roll. Now what we'll do is we'll go outside, jump in the truck, go over to the workshop. Now, I had a couple of accidents in the previous job, which is a common occurrence because of the AI is pathetic. And I'm just letting you know because I'm being totally honest in this. The AI traffic is absolutely mental. It has no idea what it's doing. It'll pull in front of you, stop in front of you, drive into you, T-bone you, the whole lot. But as you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner near the speedometer and tachometer, you can see there's a few things that have been damaged. So what we'll do is we'll go over to the workshop and fix our truck up ready for a job. Oh, look at that. I've got no controls. Okay, there's another problem that you have. Normally, by getting out of the truck, turning back around, hopping in, it fixes it. And it hasn't. Okay, let's hop out of the truck again. Nope, no control. Well, there you go. As per usual, the game's bugged out on us. Hopefully I can get control now. Nope, nothing. Alright, I'll have to use keyboard. I haven't used keyboard before, so I don't know how we're going to go about getting it in gear and everything. Nope, can't do it. Okay, I'm going to have to back out of the game. Like I say, unedited so that you can see it in all its glory and know exactly what you're up against if you're purchasing this game in its current state. All right, now. I've still got my health and everything? Yes, good. All right. Let's see if we've got control. Yes, we've got controls back. Excellent. All right. We'll go over. hang on. The handbrake turned itself back on. Alright, let's try again. Alright. So over to the workshop. You have to press the horn, which is H on the keyboard, to enter the workshop. Here we are. We'll walk around. We'll check her up, do our inspection. Like I say, we've had a few accidents in the last job, so I'm guaranteeing there'll be some damage. Gearbox is fine. Well, some obviously needs repairing, I'd say. Yep. Replace it. Hold down E. And then stop the screwdriver at the green part. Whoops, not yet. Hang on. And that repairs it. And I get some XP for that. Thank you. Alright, so that's the underneath. We'll lower it down. We'll go and check our tyres, make sure they're up to scratch. They don't need repairing, so that's fine. Alright, now we'll check under the hood. Check the air filter. Ooh, definitely needs replacing. Hold down E. Spacebar. Spacebar. And spacebar. And that's fixed. Alright. Repair the engine. Yes, it needs fixing. Like I say, a fair bit of damage due to that last trip we took. Alright, that's the engine fixed. See if we need to top up the oil. Yes, we do. Do not top the oil up past that second line. If you do, your motor will start revving its box off and you'll wonder why. You can fill the coolant up to the top, that's fine. We'll check the radiator. It definitely needs replacing. Yes, like I say, we did a lot of damage. Fuses. I don't have any fuses at the moment. I think that's it. All right. So the truck now should be fine. And I say that with trepidation because the simple fact is that sometimes because of the bugs and whatnot, it's not fixed, but it looks as though it is. I've got some of the buttons set up on my steering to operate brakes and so forth, so, but I'll do it as if it's your first time so you can see exactly how they normally operate. Alright, so now the truck should be right. I should be right. So we've done a pre-trip inspection on the truck and on ourselves, and we've discovered that there was a few problems and we fixed them. Now, what we'll do is, normally you can go into the office and get a job there, but you can do it also just by going to your menu and clicking on Show Available Jobs, and that shows you everything that's available to you for your specific licenses that you've got. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll pick one that's reasonably close. That one will do. Where's that going to take us? Down along here to Willow Quarry Depot. All right, so we'll take that job. Where was it? It was here, wasn't it? Yep. Then what you do is you right-click your mouse to give you the destination. Now, the problem with the GPS on this is sometimes you'll show your destination and it will take you to a completely different place. Handy, eh? But that's the way it is. Anyway, hopefully it won't do it this time. So now we've picked our job. If you look down in the bottom left, you'll see the GPS is showing you where to go. And also, on your dash, the GPS, although it's blurry as hell, will show you where go as well. But if you notice, some of the parts of the road are missing on the dash GPS. That's another bug. Anyway, off we go. Oh, and we're in a Class 2 truck, which supposedly is better than the original truck, or the default truck that you get when you start the game. It looks better, and it says that the motor is more powerful. Oh, there's an obstacle on the road. Hopefully we'll come across it and I can show you how to get rid of that. Back to the truck. So hopefully, so the truck is supposed to be stronger, more powerful than the default truck. It's not. In fact, its top speed is about 5 to 10 miles per hour slower than the default truck. It won't reach your full speed limit of 55 miles per hour. It goes to about 51, 52 at best. The default truck will reach higher than that. But anyway, now we'll check the GPS and make sure it's taking us to the right place. That's the other thing you have to do, is make sure that the GPS is still showing you the correct direction to go. So, and that's a new one on me. That's the first time my windows have started to fog up, so it must be getting pretty cold outside. I haven't had that happen yet, and I've put about 30 hours, maybe more, into this game so far. That's the other thing. The way you look around and check mirrors and whatnot, I'm not going to go into it in full, but it's buggy as hell. Okay, now the GPS is telling us to go in here, so hopefully it is the right place. Hard to tell, because many a time it will take you to the wrong place. Okay, so you can see on the GPS it's telling us to go here. Ooh, it looks like it's actually taking us to the right place. Alright. We might get a good go at this one without any problems, hopefully. We'll find out anyway when we get here. Alright, so now we put the handbrake on, switch the ignition off, and oh, that's something I didn't do. I didn't check a light. Let's do that before we do the job, because we don't want to be driving around with broken headlights or whatever. Ooh, and there's one that's not working properly. Fixed. All right. What's the heat blanket saying? Nothing. Okay. What about this one? Yes, it needs repairing too. Fixed. Alright, so now we should be right. Okay. Hello, sweetheart. What are we doing? Not that one, because it tells you that you need a D license. D license. Is this the one? Yes. We went to the right place. Okay, so now we've accepted the job. The trailer lights up over here, as you can see. And we'll hop back in the truck. Now, let's turn on the interior light because it's going to get dark soon. Make sure that we can see stuff. That's the other thing. Make sure that you purchase a torch as one of your first items, because once it gets dark, you need a torch. And like I say, once this game, all the bugs and the crashes and whatnot are ironed out, and they fix the abysmal graphics, then this will be a great game, and hopefully they'll do that. They will fix it, because I'd hate to see it go the way of so many other games, that because there's so many bugs, the developers end up giving up on it. But like I say, reversing here just to... Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Reverse there just to hook up the trailer. When you do, you've got a circle that shows you when you're in the right spot. Once it turns green, you're ready to rock and roll. So now we can hit the handbrake, turn the ignition off, hop out of the truck, and then unlock. Why is that already... Oh, okay. Lock on me. Raise the supporting legs. Go around to the cables. Hook them up. Yeah, again, I apologise. It's going to be a nighttime job. I was trying to get it so that I could do it daytime so you could see the graphics and how good or bad they are, whatever you want to call it. Now, this video is going to be optimized, and it will be, I forget the word now, but it'll be brought up to 4K standard, so the graphics may look half decent to you, but to me, everything is blurry. The dash is blurry, the GPS is blurry, the outside is blurry. Anything that's further than, say, probably 5 feet away from the truck is in a state of blurriness. Alright, so as you can see, if you have a look down at the GPS, no roads on the GPS on the dash. Okay, roads on the GPS on down in the bottom left hand corner. So they need to fix that. Oops, take the handbrake off. Lights. 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 Go with high beam, because even with high beam it's hard to see anything. That's another thing. I don't know why you need 14-speed gearbox, because you can take off in 5th gear in practically any situation. I've only ever come across one situation where I needed to use lower gears, and that was when I was stuck on a hill that was really steep. But apart from that, you can go everywhere you want using just your top 4 gears, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, this, I'm going to turn the heater on, and I can find it. Windshield wipers, dashboard, ignition, heater. Is on to hopefully clear up the windscreen. And we'll try with the wipers. Now I've got the wipers, yeah, that's what I thought. I've got the wipers hooked up to my gear shift, to my, I normally use this as my Jake brake, but it looks like they're frozen. So let's get out and fix that. I know I'm in the middle of the road, but I'm trying to show you guys how this operates. I think I've got a scraper. Check my inventory. Whoops. Do I have a scraper here? Nope. Okay, I'm going to have to get back in the truck. And get into the back. Now in the back, I don't know if I've shown you this yet, but in the back you've got a bed where you can actually sleep. You've got containers where you can store your food, a microwave to cook your food, and also a container to put things like scrapers and toolkits in. Right. which I'll hop back out. Hopefully. I've never done this before. Oops. Maybe you got to stand up here on the hood. Yep. And wipers do not need repair. Okay. How do I scrape the windscreen then? Again, I've never done this, people, so I'm new to this section. No, I don't know how to do it. Oh well. We just have to hope that we don't need the weepy scroopers. Alright, let's get on the road back to it. I'm sorry, people. Alright, so we're off and running. Hopefully our GPS will show us the correct route this time. Sometimes, like I say, it gets confused and we end up, I don't know, a couple of 100 miles out of where we should be. Whoops. That's the other thing, you don't really get much warning when you've got to turn. Flashies. We're currently getting about 50 frames per second, which is the best I can get out of this. I've had to lower the resolution, muck around with settings and whatnot, and like I say, that's the best I can get. 42, 50, yeah, it's fluctuating between 42 frames per second up to 50. I tried to get the frames per second to show up on the recording, but that's not working either. That's the other thing. You got to stand on the brakes. Let's hop outside so you can see outside. Now this is another bug as well that's been spoken about on the discussion forum. It'll snow, but no snow appears on the ground. No snow appears on the windshield, and then all of a sudden it disappears completely, and there's no snow anywhere. So like I say, this is the first time I've had the windscreen fog up like this. So you've caught me a little bit unaware. Oh, flashes again. Yeah, I don't know if I've already mentioned it because I keep thinking about it all the time, but the gear shift or the gearbox on this truck in particular, yeah, you can see there's a definite bug there with the lights flashing on the ice on the windscreen. But anyway, the gear shift or the gearbox, the ratios are all over the place. When you go from, let's slow down and I'll quickly show you. I'm standing on the brakes there, try and get it to stop. Anyway, fifth gear, right, it's supposed to rev out to 2,600 revs per minute. It's peak revs, right? You get to about 2,500. That's irrelevant. Fifth gear to 6 seems fine. 6 to 7 is okay. But watch what happens when I go from 7 to 8. It takes ages for 7 to rev out, which is reasonably normal. And then put in 8, it doesn't sound as though you've changed gear. It's not tall enough. The 8th gear is not tall enough. You only get if I was to rev 7 out, if I can get a decent straight road, which I have here, okay. We're in 7th gear, right? And we're going to come up against traffic. If I peak rev it out in 7th gear, you get about 46 to 48 miles per hour. I'm not really going to get to show you, I don't think. Well, there you go. We're up to 46, right? Put it into 8th. You're only going to get about another 3 to 4 miles per hour out of 8th gear, which is wrong on so many levels. For a start, you should be able to do at least the speed limit, which is 55 miles per hour. But as you can see, that doesn't happen. Not only that, at the night time like we are right now, it's extremely hard to see anything, because even with the high beam on, you're only seeing about 5 foot in front of the truck. And you've got to rely on the GPS, which is not reliable, to tell you where to go. Now, I understand that it's a new game, therefore you're not really fully familiar with controls and whatnot. But I've put about, like I say, about 30 plus hours into this. So I'm fairly familiar with the controls, except for the scraper on the windscreen. But the problem is that the controls are intermittent. For example, if I go to the map, I don't know if it'll happen this time because it'll be Murphy's Law and won't happen when I'm trying to show you. But if I go to the map and have a look, and that's something you should always do too, because of the GPS being so intermittent, set the default route again to make sure you're going to where you're supposed to. But if I go back now from the map, I'll probably lose control of the truck. No, it's working. So it's Murphy's Law. But if I normally, let's try it quickly. No, it's not going to happen. If I blow the horn normally, no, it's not happening. Normally if I blow the horn or go to the map, it will lose control of the truck for between a second to 5 or 6 seconds, which can mean you end up in an accident or something like that, which isn't a good thing. But it didn't do it there, so maybe they fixed it, although I don't know of any patch recently, oops, that's been brought out that would have fixed it. So it may be just, like I say, Murphy's Law, where I'm trying to show you and it's not happening. See what I mean about going from 7th to 8th? It's like you're not actually changing gear. Like I say, this is a Class 2 truck, which is supposed to be better than the default truck. And the way this is, I prefer the default truck. I mean, the very first truck that you get into seems like a way better truck than this. I mean, this one looks better. And the AI traffic, no matter, I've said this before, but no matter where you are, no matter what the speed limit is, they will do 10 to 20 miles per hour slower than the speed limit. And they continuously pull up in front of you, stop at every side road they go past. You'll have them dive in front of you, they'll T-bone you. It's a complete nightmare. Now people have said, well, just turn the traffic off, which you can do, which is a bonus, but it sort of breaks the immersion if you've got no traffic on the roads. Anyway, I might cut the vid here so that you don't have to put up with, well, no, we'll leave it going because I said I'd do it unedited so you can see exactly what's happening. As you can see, I've got to overtake nearly every vehicle that's in front of me because they're just too slow. I mean, if you sat behind the traffic and stuck to their speed, you'd be late on every job. I mean, it's 55 mile per hour speed limit. Let's see what speed this truck's going. There you go, 28 miles per hour. Okay, he's coming up to a 25. But I guarantee you'd only be doing about 10 mile an hour through here. Okay, 55 again. Let's see what this truck is doing, or this pickup's doing in front of us. Like I say, about 20 miles an hour lower. Like 30, yeah, about 30 miles per hour. That's 25 miles an hour slower than the speed limit. And they all do it. It's not just one or two. They are all that slow. Like I say, I was hoping to do this one during the day so you could see more of the actual graphics. But I suppose this is good to show you what it's like at night time, where it's really hard to see. Oh. So I wasn't paying attention to the GPS there, and that corner was really sharp. Alright, we're just about there, which is a good thing. And we've been pretty uneventful. That's a bonus. Normally I would have had... Look at how slow this guy's going. Normally I would have had... There you go, it's stopping there. Normally I would have had at least one accident by now, because the traffic just... See, now I can't see where the driveway is for this entrance. So hopefully... Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, extremely hard to see anything. I'm sort of basically driving blind here and hoping that I don't run into anything. Alright, I'll back her up and park it. We'll use the outside if I can get it to move around, and hope it's the other thing. Look at how quickly that trailer swung around. It's not, you know, it's supposed to be a simulator. I know it's mainly about the truck and not the truck, but I mean, you spend 70 to 80% of the time in the truck, so you would think that it would be more realistic, but the trailer's swinging around that quickly when I'm just touching the steering wheel. See, look at that. It's just not realistic. And look at that. And it's way too slow. Bear with me, people, sorry. I want to straighten that up again. Come on. Yes. Look at that. Now that's saying that that's parking decision. Doesn't look like it's precise to me, but anyway, it is what it is. Alright, so we'll hop back into the cab. Turn the handbrake on. Turn the truck off. Exit the truck. Now I'll show you what I mean by if you don't have a torch. How, well, actually because of this yellow bit it's not too bad, but you can see that it's pitch black. So what we'll do is we'll turn our torch on. And the torch didn't... Oh, it did come off. Excellent. Drop the legs. Disconnect the cables. Yeah, now if you didn't have the torch, let's see if I can turn the torch off and show you. Right. If you didn't have the torch and you're trying to find stuff, as you can see, it's pitch black. So make sure you buy yourself a flashlight before anything else. All right. Because if you don't, you'll be in the dark. All right, Kip-honk. Get rid of that. And get rid of this. And if we unlock it, unlock. Right, so you've got to make sure you do all three things. You've got to drop your legs, unlock, well, disconnect the cables, then unlock the fifth wheel. Now, we'll go and talk to our man and grab some cash. All right, thank you very much, sir. Now, from here, you can either pick another job or do whatever you want to do from there on. We're not going to worry about picking another job because this was just to show you that one. Oops. So now, okay, it's becoming a bit lighter now. As you can see, the trailer's gone. And that's basically how you do a job in Alaskan Road Truckers. So yeah, hopefully this helped you decide whether or not it's something that you'd like to purchase right now. If it's not, don't blame you. It's basically in beta stage. I mean, I can't believe how they turned around and said this was full release. I'm sorry. I love this game and I think it's going to be great if all, and I mean all the bugs, all the multitude of bugs, crashes, foo boils, foo bars, the whole lot, if all of them are fixed, it will be a great game. And hopefully the developers don't get too overwhelmed and get too pissed off with people complaining like me, because I complain like crazy about these problems because I was told it was a full release, so that's why I got pissed off, is because I went into this thinking, oh great, all the bugs are, or most of the bugs will be ironed out. There may be a couple here or there, just like any other full release, but it's not. It's full of bugs. It's full of, glitches, crashes, graphical errors. I'm sorry, but if you're prepared to put up with that and approach it that you're going to help the developers iron it out, then yeah, purchase it. But if you're looking for a full release where it's a stressless game, you don't have to, worry about anything crashing or whatever, then don't buy it because it's not that. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.